What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Hot Toys figure review on the Hot Toys Robocop movie masterpiece MMS 202-D04 Diecast 1/6 scale collectible figure. If you're trying to get this Robocop figure, you can get big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. Gotta give a big thanks to Budget Chew for making this review possible. If you want to see the latest coming from Hot Toys, check the link in the description below. And the packaging for this looks really cool. It really reminds me of the Mark 42 Armor Iron Man and the Iron Patriot and the Mark II War Machine. You get this lift up section right over here where you can see the foam casing around it. I really like how you kind of have this holographic kind of look over here. You can see the different colors reflecting off it. You get some greens, some reds and yellows. I think that's really cool. You see the image kind of continues on. You get this sheet of plastic over the actual cardboard image that's behind there, which is really cool. Then here's all the cast of people that are involved in creating the figure. It says Robocop right there on the very top, and then on the side it says Robocop again. And then we lift this up and you can see it says Robocop right here engraved into the foam, and then we can turn it around and it's just a standard foam piece. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Robocop out of the packaging. An awesome figure. Excellent choice for this being a die-cast figure. I think it is very suiting. Waist on up, Mr. Phil's. Cool pose, right? I like this pose. Unfortunately, this base is very small for this figure. I really don't like this display stand. You have the standard adjustable cradle, which I'm not a big fan of, especially for a die-cast figure. You get the OCP police right there in the middle, which is cool. Also with the Robocop, you get this hexagon shape that is just not large enough to hold Robocop. Plus, this clear plastic piece is very slippery for his die-cast feet. And don't forget to read your instructions before you start posing the figure around. It comes with 5 interchangeable hands. You get these fully articulated hands right over here, and they're all made with this nice glossy black plastic. You get a ball joint at every knuckle right over here, and then you get 2 other joints in each of the fingers, and then 1 joint right there in the middle for the thumb. Fortunately, the index finger got kind of loose right away. That's kind of a bummer, but he could still hold his gun all right. We also get these 2 fist hands, and we get the spiked fist with the key, which I think this should have been made out of die-cast. It is not. You could kind of see the line going right through across there. This is made out of plastic. Robocop comes with 2 pistols. You get a die-cast pistol over here, and then you get a regular plastic one. These are both badass. Now, this die-cast one is for his hip storage, which I think looks great, and I love having the weight to it. I don't know what it is, but having this gun right here and being heavy like this, it's just really cool to hold. And I'll show you how this goes into the hip holster in just a second, but damn, I just think this looks great. Unfortunately, it doesn't have all the paint apps as this plastic one. You can see the plastic one has a little bit of the silver paint right over there, and it does have this section that can move back and forth. The magazine for this plastic gun is removable too. It's just a little tricky getting it out there, and here it is, looking pretty nice. See the bullet shell right at the top. Inserting the die-cast gun into the hip holster is pretty easy. You just want to take this little tab right here, and then you want to pick that out, and this piece is going to swing outward towards the back of the figure. And then this front section is just going to slide across. This slides outward pretty easy. You just want to make sure this kneecap is not in the way. And I love all the detailed sculpt and paint apps on the inside of his leg over here. This just looks great. And then putting this die-cast gun right in here is not too tricky. Just slide it right down there, then push that in and close that up, and boom, there you go. Now the head and helmet sculpt on this figure looks great. I really love the paint that they used throughout this whole figure with this silver, and it has all these different colors mixed into it so that when light reflects off of it, you can see the purple hues and everything. Very film accurate. You get the OCP Police 001 right there etched into the side of the helmet, looking really nice. The Murphy face looks really cool on this too. I think the flesh tone came out very clean on this. I like this a lot. Now the figure does come with 3 other interchangeable heads. You get these 3 guys right over here, and switching these out isn't very difficult at all. So all you gotta do is just lift the head up right there, and it's held together with magnets. And then you just slide the face up and out, and then we could just take another one of these and then just push it right in there and put the helmet right back on. That is sick. Now there's another version of this figure that does come with the chair. I have a feeling that most of these interchangeable facial expressions are from those scenes where he's sitting in the chair. But then I have my own interpretation. I am not a man. I am not a man. I am not a man! Another really cool thing about this figure is that he does have interchangeable battle damaged pieces. So again, we're removing the head and then put the battle damaged head right up there. And that is so badass. That is some awesome looking battle damage right there. Oh, that is cool. You can even see his eye looking through. Oh, that's hella sick. That is very impressive on Hot Toys' part. I like that a lot. You can't pose the eye around or anything, but still, I think that's pretty awesome. Now, the figure does have a voice box, so it does make some sounds. He does talk. And to remove this piece right over here to get the interchangeable battle damage plate, you can see the speaker piece right over here, and then we attach this right there, and that is looking sick, man. Again, an incredible amount of detail on this figure. I love these battle damage pieces. This is just too cool. I love how you can see all the tubes and different colored wires and cables underneath there. That is so sick. Oh man. Love the attention to detail, even these dense scratches and stuff, fluids running down here and everything. Now to get the voice commands working on this guy, you just turn him around over here. He does come with this little magnetic piece, and you get the OCP police logo right there, and just grab it right here, and then just pull this piece off. He has a little switch that you push down, and that
public trust.
Oh.
Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
The figure comes with cell batteries for the remote. It does not come with batteries for Robocop. You have to insert 2 N batteries. They're like half-size AA batteries. I was easily able to get those at my supermarket, and you just turn the on switch over here, and then the button is actually part of the B and the O right over here, these two. So let's get this going for Robocop.
Stay out of trouble. Drop the gun. You are under arrest. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Come quietly or there will be
Trouble.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I love how you could hear the sounds from the movie in the background.
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Now looking at the rest of the figure, I just think paint sculpt is incredible. I like the glossy black plastic that we have for the midsection over here. The arms look great. You get some nice choices of rubber material right here for the joints. Again with the nice sculpted detail and the glossy black paint. The legs came out looking really cool as we saw earlier. Here's the other leg over here. Love how the purple paint gets mixed in there. And the calves are meaty. These are very die-cast heavy. And then you get these cool pistons right here that actually function. This may slip out. It's very easy to put it right back in. Oh, that's what she said. And then looking at the Robocop feet over here, looks really cool. I like all these little lines and bolts and stuff sculpted in there. Robocop toes. Yeah, look at that big toe right there. Here's the bottom of his feet. Not a whole lot going on. And here's a look at the back of the figure one more time. Looking pretty damn cool. Now going over the articulation, I do want to be careful. This is not my figure. His head does move up just a little bit. Not much at all. It does move down reasonable amount. You get the head rotation and you do get the neck pivot in there as well. His shoulders can kind of slide out over here like this, and that allows for more movement. You get an armpit joint. Whoop, this ball joint just pops out, kind of like the Mark 42 diecast Iron Man. But yeah, you could do the armpit joint, you could shift it up and down, move his arm outward. He can rotate forward. He has one joint right there at the elbow, and he also has this weird joint in the mid forearm, which I think is kind of weird. And his wrists are on ball pegs, of course, and they move side to side and all the way around. He does have a diaphragm joint over here that rotates side to side. You kind of got to detach it like how you do with the Mark 42 Iron Man. It allows him to move back a little bit, crunch forward some. He can move side to side. I don't want to push it more than that, and you do get a little bit of pivot in there. He has these neat double jointed hip joints in here. You can kind of shift it in and move it out like that, and you can move them outward. You can kick forward. He does have rotation up here as well. He does have a knee that bends in that much. Wow, I really like the attention to detail in this rubber material right here for the knee joints. That is really cool. And then the ankle can move down, up. And these pieces right here on the back of his calves can move around. They are on ball joints, and you can position them to fit the direction you move the ankles. Get some decent ankle pivot in there and a little bit of toe articulation. Just a little bit though. It's kind of like spring-loaded toe articulation. That's so weird. Now this is a 1/6 scale figure, and Robocop stands just a little over 12 inches tall. Here's Hot Toys Robocop compared to the NECA Robocop figure. Thank you, Mr. Phils. Here he is next to the Hot Toys Diecast Mark 42 Iron Man. Thank you, Marvelous News. And you can see the Mark 42 is a little bit taller than Robocop. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Thank you, Tony. So again, I think this is an amazing piece. I really like it a lot. So much detail. I really think this is a great choice for a diecast figure. It is quite awesome, man. I just don't like the base. The base is the thing that frustrates me more than anything else. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. Check out a photo gallery of images at toynewseye.com. And big thanks again, Chew, for making this review possible. Thanks so much for lending this to me, man. And happy birthday. And if you guys haven't already, check out my social media accounts. I got Twitter, I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook. Follow me on all those pages. Links are in the description below. I'll catch you guys later.
Stay out of trouble.
That's crispy.
And that Lowe's